Welcome back if you're just tuning in, you're watching us, Annie and Zamil. And right now we're going to move on to our next topic, talking about the art of gift giving. So we have the big guns from Noel Gifts Malaysia, and they are on the other side of the studio where Annie is actually... Yeah, what are you doing, Annie? Browsing around, huh? Okay, so take it over, Annie.
Online shopping, talk about gift giving and online shopping, yes. All these hampers are available. They look absolutely beautiful for Chinese New Year. Kong e kong e. So let's talk about Kong e fa choi and of course gift giving. So I have with me, let's see now, I've got on my extreme right Christopher Tan, General Manager Operations Noel Gifts, and of course Keith Wong, Group Sales Manager Noel Gifts Malaysia. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How are you guys doing?
Great, we are so happy to be here.
I know, and I'm looking at these gifts, absolutely lovely. So let's talk about Noel Gifts first, before we get into this. How long have you guys been on, and you know, how's it been all these years, and what's different?
We've been on for we've experienced in gift giving for about 37 years.
Okay.
What's been on? Business is good right now.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
That's why what is displayed right here is actually the Chinese New Year hampers. This is coming up. And you mentioned nicely what is different back then and
what's
now.
different back then and now?
If you realize, they are mostly in baskets right
now.
But 10 years ago, 20 years ago, they're all in pyramid shapes.
That's right.
And it's changed. The market has changed. People modernize, they look at the English baskets, we have adapted to it. And the pyramid hampers are less popular. They're more popular with the more old school Chinese businessmen and business owners rather than these baskets. And that...
I know, I'm holding on to something very interesting. Now, I would put this as a decoration in front of the house or the door or something.
Wait, anyway, check this out.
Okay,
this is
here we
the first ever musical box, musical hamper that has been into KL. Look at this. Once you turn on the plug over here,
that's a motion detector.
It's a motion detector. So when you put it at your doorway, when you receive a hamper, when somebody walks past, it sings, it sings. So we want to play the 5 senses of your body, and we want to interact with our customers. So we make sure we have this for the very first time.
Kongsi team, yes.
All right, so this is something very interesting and unique. I mean, you know, you don't find this very often. So you've literally putting this into the baskets as well as a gift, an idea of a gift.
Yes.
All right, motion sensor to know who's visiting your house. Isn't that awesome? And it's absolutely beautifully decorated. Look at that. It's typically, you know, we've got this lovely Chinese motif, the lotus flower.
Yes.
So now let's look at the baskets that are in front of us. As you mentioned earlier, things are changing, you know, Noel Gifts used to be flowers, tons and tons. I remember you guys with beautiful catalogs, you know, and I remember ordering from you guys years ago as well, because I love the catalog flowers that you have. Now we're looking at baskets at the moment, so how different has this, you know, evolved over the years? Now besides the little alarm, you know, human alarm of motion sensor, what else goes into a basket these days? I noticed you don't have much flowers in it. What's different?
Okay, for Chinese New Year itself, we focus very much on the concept. We want to sell concept. For instance, this basket, we call it the wholesome reunion.
All right.
Because for the Chinese, we emphasize a lot in auspicious. So I want to take this opportunity to create the value of family. So this one is all about delicacies, where families sit down together for a good dinner. Yeah, so you realize the food here inside are all delicacies. So we have a premium gift, which is the chopstick set. Because in chopstick, you know, it means 筷子.
Yes.
So it have the same pronunciation as fast to have a son. Yes, then you know all these things.
Very prosperous.
Yes, we want to add members to the table when you have the reunion. So every year have more members joining
more members in. And it's a bigger family.
Yes. Yes, while choosing all this, we also look at the auspicious meaning. For instance, this fish maw, fish in Chinese means 鱼.
Yeah.
So it, in other words, also means surplus, abundant. So we want to send blessing when you receive this hamper. It's not just the food itself. The blessing go together with this basket.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
It's lovely when you have someone doing that. And you have baskets of different shapes and sizes. Now, when you cater to, these are pre-made baskets, I'm assuming, yes?
Yes, they are.
But do you have customers coming in and saying, look, I would like a certain amount of budget, and I have a certain amount of budget. So I would like a lovely, beautiful basket, but with a very limited budget. How do you cater to that? I'm sure you've got loads of gifts, you know, people coming in.
All this kind of requests.
I know you've got loads of requests coming in.
Yes.
So what happens? There are 2 cases. At store, we have hundreds of baskets, so we can pick and choose
depending on
ranges.
the shape and size.
From 50 ringgit to 2,000, 10,000 ringgit. We do have those kind of baskets.
Okay.
But also for those special customers who needs them months, and they tell us months before. They give us a lot of preparation time. We actually go and custom make them. If they wanted metal wire, if they wanted wooden rattan, or if they wanted straw baskets, we can actually customize it to make it to their perfect size to fit the exact products inside.
All right. Now, we initially talked to our guest earlier on about online shopping, and I think everyone's going into online shopping. This is like the trend at the moment.
It is.
You know, you sit at the back of your computer, you click away, and that's exactly where they go.
In your pajamas.
In terms of Noel gifts, yes, exactly. Noel gifts. Tell us a little bit about how the demand has been over the years when you come to online shopping for hampers. Do you still have people walking into the stores, or do they actually click on your pictures online and it's much easier that way? How's it going, the trend at the moment?
Actually, we have different group of customers. There are a group of customers who actually wanted to see the product itself before they buy it.
All right.
So we have a group of walk-in.
That's an old traditional
Yes,
type.
then we have a group of customers who actually just sit back, don't even want to click. They want the sales team to visit them personally to show them what we have.
All right.
And of course, the third group is who we are talking about.
No wonder.
This is the noel.com.my. Yeah, so they go in and choose whatever they like. They click on, and we have a customer team to call them back to follow up with their orders.
Okay, so I noticed besides the one in front, oops, sorry, there you go, something fell. I hope that didn't break.
Oh, it's okay.
That's the precious little porcelain set. Oh God. Okay, here we go. We've got the traditional baskets as well.
Yes.
So you've got, besides the one that you show here, you also have, you're also doing the traditional one.
Yes.
You've not moved away from the traditional ones,
No.
yeah? But what's the demand like? Do you see more of that coming in right now, or do you have more of this?
I would say it's equal right now.
Equal, yeah?
Because we have to be truthful to ourselves. There are still a lot of older Tauke's and Chinese business companies that they still like this and they demand it because of the height, because of the pure height of it. So they still want it, they still order it, and they order it by the dozens.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay, so it looks really good. Chinese New Year, how has it been going in terms of orders, and what's new besides this? What else is Noel coming up with? Future plans, if you can just give us a little bit of a hint.
Future plans.
Did I put you on the spot?
No.
I have a habit of doing that.
We continue to source from all over the world.
Okay.
Yeah, so we want to bring in more unique products for the market.
I know. See, the thing is, there's a lot of flower shops out there. There are a lot of people out there who say that they do fantastic market work, and they do a lot of work in terms of bringing in products. You have to be above the other. How do you do that? I mean,
We understand that the best way to beat imitation and copycats is innovation.
right.
And what we've done during our non-peak times, we have 4 major seasons: Chinese New Year, Hari Raya, Deepavali, and Christmas. When it's non-peak seasons, we send our sourcing team.
Okay.
And they go all around the world, from Europe to France, to
Wow.
London, to Australia, to China, to make sure we source for the best products and the best ideas. We go for competitions. We go for packaging competitions.
All right.
We go for flower competition, design competition, to make sure they're abreast of the situation and abreast
Fantastic.
of the whole market.
I know it's food items in the basket, but with the age of technology in, has anyone ever requested for an iPad, iPhone?
Oh yeah,
One of
there
those
is.
eyes,
There is
something in
actually,
there?
yes.
They have.
Anything can be done.
Are you serious?
We can do it too.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you want
With
to
an
put it,
iPad in there?
we actually have a section in our catalog. It's called a home section, where we do kettles, we do cookery, we do anything you can do in the kitchen.
Anything in the kitchen. I would go for more technology. All right, so for all of you out there, if you're looking at any gift idea for this Chinese New Year, you can actually go into noel.com.my, browse the website, browse what they have to offer for this Chinese New Year. Absolutely beautiful. And of course, they cater to your needs, meaning what is your budget? You go according to the budget. They have the little ones, they've got the big ones, lovely ones, prosperity ones here. So entirely up to you how you want to source this, entirely up to you how you want to get it to the other person or to your loved one who want to send it to. Now, I'm also looking at, as he mentioned, iPads and iPods. Zamil, if you're ever thinking of sending me something, please remember it has to be iPads and iPods. Yeah?
We can do it
Or
for you.
iPads more. Okay? So take it away, Zamil. Off to you.
Yeah, thanks very
you know
much.
what I
Annie.
want.
Save one hamper for me, please. Okay. So yeah, there are 2 websites for you to take note of, which is noel.com.my. Is it noel.com.my or Noel Gifts? Noel.com.my, right? And another one is one2zoom.com. So those 2 websites for you to go to. And right now we're going to take a really short break before we bring in another topic talking about Genovasi Challenge. So don't go away. We'll be right back really soon.